You are the edge. The edge is you. Aloha traders, thank you for tuning in. Reid and Glenn here with Hawaii Trading Academy with the Edge Up podcast. In this episode, we dive into what an edge is, the two types of edges, and how that edge will play a part in your trading. So without further ado, let's get into it. Here we go.
Welcome to the Edge Up podcast with your hosts Reid and Glenn from Hawaii Trading Academy. How's it going, guys? Welcome to the Edge Up podcast. Glenn and Reid here. Welcome to episode 46. Reid, what is the topic for today, my friend?
Yeah, so today's topic kind of like bouncing off of episode 44. So if you guys didn't know or take a listen, episode 44, Glenn, our boy here, he got funded with Surge Trader, right? Glenn, how big is the account right now with Surge?
Yes, sir. I mean, it's a starter account, 25K. I just wanted to fill them out.
It's all good, bro.
Yeah. You know,
it's a start, you know. So
guys.
he just got funded, right? So, and this is live money like that he's getting. It's not his first one, but it's his first one with Surge.
Yes.
So it's pretty awesome. And I kind of, just to kind of give a summary of it, Glenn kind of took a little break, resynced with the market, and came back and knocked out that challenge in six trading days. Glenn, is that right?
I think
there.
So. Yes, sir.
Yeah, around 6 trading days from, if I could remember correctly. And so it kind of leads into this episode. I wanted to ask Glenn a question here. So you have an edge, right? We were the Edge Up podcast now. We rebranded, right? And I kind of wanted to ask you this, man, is what does an edge mean to you? What is your edge? Like, can you elaborate on specifically what an edge is?
Yes. To a lot of those who may be listening in, you're starting out with trading. When you hear the word edge, some of you guys are thinking, oh, edge of the table, edge of the mountain, edge of the curb, you know. But when really, like, I want to just highlight Mark Douglas, the way he words or defines edge, you know, in the context of trading. Or going back to before Mark Douglas, he is a trader, just a awesome, like, he's been around. He's an author. He wrote Trading in the Zone, solid book. We highly recommend it to all traders.
That was my first trading book, man, and that's one of the gold standards for me.
Yes, sir. So according to him, his definition in the context of trading, having an edge means having a strategy or approach that over a series of trades generates a positive expectancy. It involves identifying and exploiting market inefficiencies, patterns, or factors that provide an opportunity for profit. This could be through technical analysis, fundamental analysis, or a combination of both. So it is not just for one type of crowd, it's for everyone, right? And you know, the edge also requires, he highlights in his books, that it requires a disciplined mindset, you know. And this last, just to like wrap up his definition, you know, he views edge as a combination of profitable trading strategy and for the audience, the psychological discipline to execute that strategy consistently. And having an edge is crucial for long-term success in trading and investing.
So, like, kind of break it down, like, it sounds like there's two edges that he's referring to, and it took me a while to realize that it's edge with a trading plan is one thing, and that's how you enter the market. That's how you get out of the market, how you make money from the market, right? The active trade part. But then a lot of people, and me included again, is the mindset, the psychological aspect. Like, that is an edge. Like, what does that mean? Like, edge is a mindset. What does that even mean to you? You know, it's people don't really think about it. There are two edges.
Yes. I mean, after many years, you and I gone through trading, I think that simple statement that Mark Douglas made about the having two separate edges, it's a light bulb now. And so, like, just to wrap it up, to help the audience understand, you know, say I give two different people, two strangers, the same trading strategy, what are the chances of them achieving the same exact results? Or, is it going to be, I personally think that I'll have two separate results, and why is that?
Yeah, I mean, it reminds me of the turtle traders. So for those listening, the turtle traders was an experimental experiment by hedge fund traders to see if you could get random people off the streets, like literally off the streets. They put it in newspaper ads. If you want to become a trader, just apply here. And this was back in the day before like the advent of technology. It was in newspapers. And these turtle traders, what they became known as, is a group of traders learned one strategy. It was trend following. Some of them succeeded and some of them didn't. And that kind of reminds me of what you're just saying. Like you could have two different people, same strategy, but two different outcomes, right? And so like it kind of bounces like, why is that? What makes the difference? What does it take to have an edge in today's market? And has it changed over the years, like compared to like the turtle traders?
Yes, I like to think, having an edge is correlates or would be kind of the same definition of having an advantage over the competition, that slight advantage, you know. But I think for those at the core of it, um, the edge, you're identifying edge as a trader, you're an individual trader, or as a trading firm, you have an identifiable edge, and that core of it does not change. You know, the market the market environment always changes, but I feel like once you identify your edge, it doesn't change really. And yes, the climate does. There's a lot of traders, retail traders. There's a lot of interest. People come in waves. People start talking about cryptos. People started throwing in their life savings and whatnot. You know, a lot of them came from 2020, and the biggest thing right now is that we get so much information so quick. For those who are on Twitter, everyone, like, the tweets just keep rolling in, and a lot of it has to do with financial markets. You as a trader, are you able to keep up with it? There are people who can, therefore that's their edge, and they capitalize on that. But I think the core essence, the traits, the certain traits will remain the same, from now, decades from now.
Can you like list a couple of traits off the top of your head? What you think creates a
Yes.
trader's edge besides the plan?
Yeah. So I think, we're elaborating. There's two types of edges here, guys. The edge as a trader. Let's talk about some of those traits. The edge of the trader, they have a few certain traits. You read in the books, they have mental toughness, they have discipline, they have the grit and the willpower to achieve the goals, they stick to the plan throughout the losses, and they're able to adapt. We kind of shared some of those things in one of our older episodes, episode 13, about the trading sins and habits, if you guys want to dive into that. But those are the core things, just to kind of put it into what do you call, a way to understand it. Like, say, at core, I'm a scalper. Okay, like, I could read tape, I could read candlesticks, easily, right? Without the pressure of actually submitting a trade. But when I get to my trading desk and I open up the charts and I'm loaded up, I have my account open, and through research and whatnot, I found that a day trading strategy where I'm holding for an hour or two throughout the day is theoretically more profitable. Now, what happens when I get to that market and I do it? You know, Part of me, when I'm seeing the chart, when I scroll in through a 5 minute bar chart, I'm gonna see all these setups, and then my body, just my gut wants to just go, go, go. But so I'm gonna have some sort of thing where you call it internal conflict, you know. And that's going to be the thing that's going to lead to inconsistency, the gambling, the giving up. We talk about all that, like I said in our previous podcast episodes. But yeah, man, I mean, like, what do you think about, people dealing with that? Like, do you see that as a common trait or common issue that people deal with?
And yeah, like I just thinking out loud here is an edge can be a double-edged sword with your mind, because you pick and choose what edge you want, and then on top of that you could pick and choose what you want from certain edges or certain trading plans that fit your personality. And of course they could all be winning strategies, right? But then when you combine them and you take them all, this is the double edged part, is when you combine them all and try to make it fit your personality, you begin to fail. You begin to have more losses than normal, right? And I think at the core, like you were mentioning, is the discipline and the grit and the willpower, right? And if you have a plan that fits your personality and you only have a 30% strike rate, for example, or 40% strike rate, but you're getting, 3-to-1 risk ratio, that is in the end profitable strategy. But you'll only know that if you back test and if you journal all your trades going forward. You won't know that in hindsight. You have to know this and then stick to it. And I think at the core, stick that edge has to be you. You have to fit that personality. I mean, that your edge has to fit your personality, and you, in the end, you are that edge. You are an edge. I mean, Mark Douglas talks about how our mindset is the edge. So if you don't have a proper mindset, if you don't have that discipline, that grit, and that willpower, it can be developed, right? So if you don't have that, that's fine. If you're a losing trader, that's fine too. But it's the consistency of sticking to that plan and learning from your plan and learning through all the losses and gathering that data to make an informed, thought out decision in the going forward. And I think that's my immediate thoughts on having a psychological edge, right? That edge. And I think one of the easiest ways to develop that, I mean, there's so much content out there, bro. YouTube for one, but like we're talking about the real legit core. Look at authors, read their books, listen to their audibles. We're One Good Trade, Mike Billafleur, one of my favorite books out there right now. Um, Trading in the Zone, Trading for a Living by I think Edward Tharp. I think that's the that's V Tharp.
I think
Anyway, I
it's
mean,
Alexander Elder, I think.
I like Alexander Elder. There you go. And then Tharp is another one of them as well. It's trading from the matrix or outside the matrix, something. Anyways, there is a plethora of authors out there. I'll link some below in this episode, but I think that's my immediate thoughts, man. And like, I mean, just self plug here. I For a plan trading a plan is easy. We have one, Hawaii Trading Academy. We teach a trading approach. It's super simple. It's a pound yen 2050 EMA crossover, and it's profitable. And so if you need a simple basic edge, there you go. There's that edge, right? I think it's on the 4 hour too. So it's great for swing trading.
Mm.
That's an easy edge to discover, right? But there's also refinement, and that comes with the person.
Yeah, totally agree. I mean, going back to that, our trading approach, we just give you a whole idea, um, a whole approach rather than just like, hey, when the candle does this, then buy. When it does this, and sell. There's a whole approach when it comes to your trading strategy, your buy sell engine. There's all these different dynamics that work along with just price action. There's an entry, there's an exit, there's the risk management. How much are you going to risk on every single trade? What happens when you're in a drawdown? What happens when you're in a winning streak? How do you scale up your current account? All those different things, that is considered to be in a complete trading approach. But going back to um the audience, Reid, like, I just have a question. Like, say the audience is listening to this, and they're thinking about the edge, and what does like a idealistic like target to be as a trader? You know, where do you want to be strong in just the psychological more than the strategy? Do you want it to be even? You know, like work what can someone strive to? Like what kind of direction can you point them to, you know, when it comes to it?
Uh, I mean, there's three pillars that I think is the most, it's foundational for any trading, and it branches off into all topics: fear, greed, discipline, everything. And it comes, and it's risk, your risk management, how much you're risking on a trade. What do you do when you're in a trade? That's all risk management. Second one is edge, right? And that's, we refer to an edge as your trading plan, your trading approach. Easy to get the trading approach down. Usually your plan and your trading approach is part of that risk management. And then finally, it's psychology for the P in REP, three pillars right there. So psychology, and now we know the psychology is another form of edge, but we're just going to keep it at psychology. Is that it's always refinable. You could always get better. You could always learn. And that's, I think, the biggest, the most successful traders, they have an open mind, man. In my experience, multi-millionaire traders, hedge fund traders, you watch their interviews, they have an open mind. They're willing to learn something new every day that they approach the charts. Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
Warren Buffett's always reading. Like, he's known for that, right? And you don't have an open mindset if you're reading all the time. I mean, a closed mindset if you're reading all the time. He has an open mindset because he wants to absorb and learn more. What am I missing? Am I risking the correct amount? You know, it all comes down to that.
Mm. As you was said earlier, you know, to kind of sum it up, you are the edge, guys. But you can't be the edge if you don't have direction. So, you know, for those who love that this content or this episode, you know, we want to gift you guys something awesome and extra just for listening in. We want to give you guys access to our trading approach virtual course. Just go ahead and email with the headline edge up at admin at hawaiitradingacademy.com, and we will hook you up there. So other than that, thank you guys for listening in. Please, if you find this interesting and know someone that will benefit from listening and find this valuable, share this along, guys. Share it along. And you know, thanks. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and listen for more content. Thank you guys for listening. Whether you're looking to improve your trading mindset and growth, we'll provide you with the tools, tips, and inspiration you need to make your next breakthrough. So tune in and let's edge up together.